Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to our continued playthrough of Solomon Kane. Witchfinder General is the scenario or the story we are playing through right now. We've had a mixed bag of luck, so mostly bad, and we're trying to get basically now to defeat the leader of the soldiers. However, there's not many guys left on the board and it's kind of looking kind of rough for us. And I got to remember something coming in this turn because some things have changed. We now have the ability to fight, which means we can take the fight action. And also, Officer Thomas, who's the bad guy for us, has changed to a villain, a hunter, and a fight, and he's got a health of 3. Now, whenever all the soldiers are defeated, all thugs change to rabble, hunter, and health, but I don't know that all the thugs are going to be defeated. And you know what it doesn't say is what happens to the soldiers if they're all defeated. If, like, they're thugs, I guess they stand around and wait for me to go kill their boss, I guess. But we're going to continue to play on, and we're going to start with our next turn. So we just have to remember that, like, and basically, what does that mean that those statuses or those keywords change? Well, I'll show you one of our old cards. See, it says he is a hunter, right? So it says 1 hunter, fight 3 if they're near us. So they would fight with a rating of 3. And then we draw a card for them, and they would add to that. And then later, you can see, I don't see any, yeah, all hunters move 2 and fight 3. So he's going to start coming after me pretty soon, because he is now a hunter. And he's only got 3 health, so I think we can do him pretty quickly. We'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, let's get on with it and roll our dice. It would be nice to do one of 2 things. It would be nice to do 2 things. Move and get Providence back on the board, so we have some bonuses and see what we get there. Oh, that was, I don't know if that's good or not. Well, it's not bad. I can actually, that's not good either. I think what we're going to do is I could talk, fight, or explore. I can use any 3 to get Providence on the board again, and that may be what we do. We don't have any shadows on the board right now, so nothing's going to happen there. And getting Providence, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to use all 3 of these dice, actually, because it doesn't matter what dice you put into the slot. We're going to get Providence back out on the board. Unfortunately, that's all that's going to happen this turn, well, with the exception of one thing. Okay, I think Providence is going to go here, I think. I think that's the best place for her to go. She drops down, and she's now overlooking the crowd. And then we're going to use our one blessing thing that we got. And we're going to move Solomon Kane to here so we can start to... Now, you see, I don't know if these are separate. This might be one space right here. So I'm going to treat it as one space because it looks like this whole area right here is one space. And so he's going to move here, which means he's starting to get in range. And I have a feeling that this guy is going to come to him. And I'm hoping that happens before we get a lot of shadows out on the board. However, that's all we're going to get to do. And, you know, we're getting a little tight on darkness cards. But with that being said, we've rolled our dice. I didn't flip or change any of them. I didn't do any of that, so we're just going through it quickly. And we're going to draw our next darkness card. We don't have many left. We're going to have to hustle. Okay, so what do we get? 1 sentry. We don't have any sentries. We don't have any scouts. We don't have any shadows. 1 hunter fights 5. Well, there's no hunter in the near. So we're going to go down this list, and we're just going to go scout, close to shadow, One hunter moves and fights 3. One hunter moves 1 and fights 3. So the only hunter on the board currently is Thomas. He's going to move there, but he's not going to fight anybody. Doesn't have anybody to fight. And then a shadow is going to reappear on the Y space, which is way the heck up here in the corner. There. So hopefully we can keep Providence on the board long enough to actually do something. And that was basically, oh, we didn't do this. We still have to do, before he moves actually, we're going to assume he didn't move yet. We got to do the melee, right? We got the melee action going on here. Let's take a look at that. We're going to roll our 3 dice and see what happens. Well, this isn't good for each of these move a soldier. So we're going to have 2 soldiers moving and attacking and 1 thug. It's likely that all the thugs are going to get killed by the way this is going down. Okay, so this guy's actually, he is was the villain. I said to place him on the board, but I guess at this point he's just another thug. I don't really know. This is the Witchfinder, and I don't know if they can even fight him or not. It doesn't really say. It's very vague on that part. The only one that we can deal with is this guy here. And I guess, well, anyway, let's play it out. He's going to move here 1, and he's going to attack that thug again. So this thug now has 2 damage on it. This one is going to attack. I'm going to say it's going to attack him. I don't know what else we can do with this. This may be wrong, and if you've played the scenario and you know, let me know. And then, of course, he's going to attack this soldier, and this soldier comes off the board because he took 3 hits. So they're still scrapping there, and there's only 1 soldier left. So it may be that the soldiers do go down. Maybe that's why they got that extra one with the Witchfinder there. I don't know. We'll have to see. And that actually now marks the actual end of the turn. And then, of course, he moved to that space. But let's go back and roll our dice again. We're not building up any dice in the reserve either. But we are within the aura of Providence, so we're going to get to roll 4 dice this turn. All right, let's do it up and see what we get. This could be good for us. Let's see, we got a Faith, a Pain, and 2 Determination. I can move again. I think I can move and not fight, unfortunately. But we can flip one of these, and no, we don't even need to flip one of these. We have this. I can put the Faith in reserve. I could re-roll this, see if I can get one of these, and we could get a move and a fight, and maybe take out one of the soldiers. Soldiers have 3 health. I don't know. I think maybe we can get a move. I don't think they fight us yet. Nobody has a trigger, so none of these have triggered yet. So just going through this again. Solomon Kane has fight. Officer Thomas has villain hunter fight health 3. Whenever all soldiers are defeated, all thugs change to rabble hunter health 3. So I don't know what that means for us. They're going to hunt us. Doesn't say who they're hunting in the scenario. So I mean, basically, they hunt us is what that means. But there's only 1 left. I don't think he's going to get to do that. And well, anyway, let's keep thinking about this. I do think this is going to happen. I do think we're going to re-roll this one, and we got lucky. We're going to get to do both. So we're going to get to move 1, and then we can do a talk or fight or explore. I mean, it would be in my interest to kill the thugs, right? Because if they turn into hunters, that could be bad for me. Yeah. You know what else I could have done is this. Draw 2 and choose 1 and place in the cloud. That's not... We might get that, but we got to keep moving and fighting, right? So I can place a light. I can put another one in all tests. I actually don't think this is going to be valuable. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this and put it in reserve. We'll just not do that one, and we're going to move Solomon Kane. Okay, so he's going to move into this space with Providence, and that's a good thing. And neither of these folks have keywords that will attack him. So we're going to end up scrapping with Thomas pretty soon here, and we'll see how things go for us. I don't know how things are going to go in the fight. So we'll have to see. What do we got this out for? I don't think there's any reason. I think that just needs to be discarded. Okay, and okay, that's going to mark the end of our turn, our actions. So now we're going to go into the next part of the phase. We're going to have the melee, and we're going to see what Thomas does. Now, before we get started with this, I do want to remind you, remember, I do have a hand of cards. I can replace something, and I may end up I don't think I'm going to just do it this turn, but I might replace Sagacity with Finesse to add a Darkness card, because we're running really tight, very concerned about what's going to happen there. But for right now, all we have to do is roll 3 dice for our melee and see what happens. So this isn't going to do anything. This is going to, for each, I want to move a soldier, and this is going to assault 2 soldiers. Well, I think, as I said, I think the thugs are going to end up defeated, and the soldiers are going to end up alive. Anyway, we'll see. There's only 1 soldier left, so I don't think it's going to he's just going to move once. It just says, for each of these, move a soldier 1 toward the nearest thug. I guess he's going to go twice and kill the last thug. Now, I'm going to assume that Thomas is no longer, or is not considered one of them, because he is now Officer Thomas. He changes to Villain, Hunter, Fight, and Health 3. So, what's going to happen is this guy is going to turn around, smack him. Now there's only 1 soldier left. And then he's going to move and smack this guy. So he's got 2 left. I'm assuming that's going to be okay. Now, I think this is supposed to be, I'm not going to remove him from the board. I'm just going to take it out of play or something, because for the moment, because that's supposed to be the Puritan that we're dealing with. But I don't know. It kind of went weird on me there. I'm not sure. I mean, I looked at the map setup and everything. It's correct. I just don't know how that's playing out. It's playing out differently. Anyway, that was the melee, and so we're going to go to the end of the turn, and we're going to grab our next Darkness card, see what happens. So, no sentries, no shadows near, so we don't have anybody moving to engage. And 1 hunter is going to fight 4. He would fight 4, but he's not in the space with us, so he's not going to do... Wait. That's near. That is actually going to fight 4. Okay, hold on. We got to look at this. I'm going to double check something here real quick. So that doesn't happen. He's got to get into our space, but we're going to go down 1 more. We're going to say the closest shadow moves 1 to threaten. Farthest shadow moves 2 to threaten. There's only 1. He is the closest and the farthest, so I'm going to say he moves 1 to there. And then, let's see, I think you can see that. Yeah. And then it says, oh, and 3 hunters move 2 and fight 1. Okay, so we are going to have a fight between this guy and Solomon Kane. Now, what happens when a fight occurs? So he moved into our space, and he is going to attack us. How does that work for the enemy? I'm going to pull that up and look at it. I haven't done a fight in this game in a long time. Let's see how this goes. Now, we are going to have another shadow come out on the Y space. I'm going to get that done before I forget about it. Okay, so I was looking at something because I was really confused about this whole scenario on the board, and there's some errata on it. So what the card is, the one that we're talking about here, where it states that the officer, whenever all soldiers are defeated, it's whenever all the thugs are defeated, then the soldiers will turn on Kane instead. That makes a lot more sense. But that's not what we're here to do right now. We're here to have a fight between Thomas and Solomon Kane. Now, how a fight works is we're gonna pick a fighting style for, and we always start with the A side. So right now we picked Gallant Kane, okay? And we're gonna draw a card, and the middle number is gonna be the one we use. That's the villain's number, okay? And we also know that Thomas is a fight. Oh, he's not just a fight, not a fight 3, just a fight. I thought he had a strength of 3, but he doesn't. So there's not going to be anything added to his fight. It's just his health. So here's how this is going to go. We're going to see whatever that number is, and then we're going to go look on here to see what happens. Hopefully it's the lowest thing possible. And then we're going to pull some cards out here and see what the effects of those are. Okay, so he attacks Kane. He has no bonuses. He would have a +1 for himself, or a -1 for Kane, rather. But because we have our Providence right next to us, we are going to be able to fend that off, because we have +1 to all skill tests. So it's a 0, basically. -1, +1. Okay, so here's what we got. We got a 3. That's what Thomas drew, which means we're going, it says here, as the fight threatens to overwhelm Kane, he utters a quick prayer to seek his inner strength. We're going to draw fight cards E208 and E035. So 28 and 35. Let's see what we got here. 28. There's 28, and we're going to do these in order. And then might as well leave them where I can put them back in, because we're going to put them back in if we need to. and then 35. Okay. So basically, here we go. Let's see what we got. So E208, it says a moment's prayer. Place a blessing token in the cloud. That's great. Sometimes the heavens do listen for a man such as Kane. They paid even more attention. That's good. So here's what we're going to do. So even though we're in a battle with this guy, we're going to get lucky. Let's see what we get here. Draw one. We're going to get lucky. +1 strength, +1 clarity, +1 compassion. Why wouldn't I just use this? It says place it in the cloud. We can use it during our turn. It's not our turn. We have to wait just a little bit. We're going to use it and buff up our stats. I mean, that's obvious, right? That was really good. And then the next card is, I was actually wrong. I should have paid attention to this card. There's so much going on. You got to really pay attention. The hunter would move 2. We're going to get attacked by that soldier too, and it's going to be a fight 1. So it would have gone up 1, but that wouldn't have changed the outcome because it was a 3. So it would have only gotten to a 4, which would have stayed the same outcome. So I got to remember that. But you notice now, next time it's probably going to be a fight 4. It's going to be a lot tougher for us. And then the next one is inspiration. Place 1 light. A moment's realization driving away the panic of regret. Okay, well that is good. We'll put that there. We'll restack the fight effects deck, and we're going to place a light. And I think we're just going to do this. We're going to place it on our +1 to all tests, even though I don't know that we're going to get there because we're about to have the shadows go, and they're going to blow up or send our guy off the board again, which sucks. But we already have one in reserve. We could end up pulling off both things if we get really, really lucky with the dice rolls. We haven't been that lucky. Okay, so that was it for the fight round with that guy. Now, it also says that the card, let me get the card back out before we finish it. It also says that 3 hunters move 2 to fight 1. Well, this one is here. Oh wait, he's not a hunter yet. Let's take it back. He has to kill that last thug before he's a hunter. So he's not there yet. Okay, let's. That's it then. That was our darkness card. We're all good. We have exactly 2 more darkness cards left. I don't think we're going to be able to do 3 damage, so I'm probably going to have to swap out that card to this one to get another darkness card next turn. We'll see. All right, let's go roll our dice. We're going to get one more round of dice rolls before the shadows come in and knock out our Providence. Okay, well, we got 3 dice to roll. We got 1 in reserve. Oh, no, we got 4 dice to roll. Well, this is going to be a good turn for us. 4 dice to roll, 1 in reserve. Let's see what we can... Well, I would say it'd be good, but it's crazy. All right, well, this is not good. We need to be able to fight. How do I get to that? I'm going to have to re-roll 1. I'm thinking I re-roll. Could do that. I can't even do this. I could do that. Gain +1 clarity. Draw 2. Choose 1 in the cloud. I don't know if any of these would help us fight or not. Maybe they would. Maybe that's what we do. Because I can make this happen. It'll cost 1 of my clarity, which my clarity is very high, but I also have that thing in the cloud, which I'm going to get +1 on everything. Yeah, and we're definitely going to spend this. So we're going to spend that token that is gone, and we're going to get 1, 2, and 3. Look at that. Pretty good. So if we do take a clarity hit, maybe I'll get lucky enough and draw 1 that says attack. Well, we can move Providence to get out of the way of the shadows and still... No, that's not going to help. I'm going to re-roll 1. Let's start there. If I can get one of these, I can get this to happen. No. No. Okay. It's actually worse. Well, it's not. It just doesn't matter. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Man. I guess... Oh, God, this is rough, y'all. This is really rough. We are going to do this. Put 1 there, 1 there. Trying to make the best of a bad situation. And then we can place a light or move, I think. We're going to place a light and get to increase our aura size, so when the shadow blows up our Providence and sends her back off the board, it'll get both of the shadows. I think that's a good move. So we'll do this, and then I guess this other one we'll do here. Now remember, I can only place one of these as a wild, so I'll put that there, that there, and we'll lower our clarity by 1 down to an 8. And we're going to get to draw 2 of these tokens. I'll just grab one from here. What's this one do? Remove 1 shadow. That's great. That is in the cloud. And then I'll grab one from another stack. Let's see. Grab one from the middle of here. Let's see. Say fight. At the start of Virtue's turn, roll 4 extra dice. Wow. That is great. Okay, so those are both really good. I can get rid of that shadow, which may help us this turn. So we're also going to get to place a light. So now that I'm thinking that, do I want to place... If I'm going to get one of the shadows done this turn, gone, I think... Do we place it on the aura size? Does that matter right now? Or do I move Solomon Kane out of harm's way? He's going to move at me anyway. I don't see the point in it. Okay, I could do... That'll give us 3 on a skill check. We'll do that. Okay, that's done. That's done. This is going to go. We're going to discard that. Going to play the one that gives us a darkness card because we're going to need it. And we're going to draw up to another one. +1 strength and compassion or clarity if Providence is on the board. Repeat that effect so you can get 2 bonuses on that. But we have no dice now, and that's it. Wow, that really sucked. Okay, well, it is what it is. We're going to get attacked, but remember, our bonuses apply to this. It's going to be really good for us to get to take the attack. I mean, if he's only a +1, if he's a +4 or something, we're in trouble. But we're going to get to counterbalance his skill checks, I think. I'm just going to double check that. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I haven't done these fights in a long time, so it's a little interesting to remember how the rules are great. They really lend to a narrative, but that makes them a little wonky. You know what I'm saying? Okay, a fight test. If the miniature taking the test is an enemy, +1 for every other enemy mortal in the target's surroundings. Okay, +1 for every shadow. So we're not going to gain that. Yeah, we're just going to gain. It's just going to gain +1 for every. So we're not going to gain that. It's just going to be whatever it adds. So this is not helping us right now. And so anyway, let's go back to the board because we're going to do a couple things there. First off, we are going to remove a shadow from the board. We're going to remove this one. Okay, now, because that might leave Providence on the board for one more turn, but we haven't done anything. I mean, we can't fight her, and it's been awful. Okay, okay. We're going to run out of darkness cards. That means we're going to lose if we're not careful. We got 2 rounds left after this one, if I get another darkness card. Okay, so let's do the melee. This is probably going to be the end of the thug. Let's see what happens, or it could be the end of the other guy. Who knows? Let's roll and see. Nothing, and a heart. For each heart, move a soldier. Okay, so the soldier is going to kill the last of the thugs. The soldier is now a hunter. And he's going to come after me. Oh well. And then, remember what he is, and then we're going to draw our card. Alright, all sentries move, all scouts move, 1 hunter fights 1. Okay, that's good. He's going to fight 1. And then far, we do have, oh, they're both near. They're both going to do this, not this. Because they're both within 1. So they're both going to attack me with a 1. That's not so bad, actually. Could end up in our favor. Okay, let's draw the event card and see what they do. So first, it says you're going to do 1 attack with the highest enemy. So, but they're going to get a +1. So now he's got a +2, right? Because for every mortal enemy in the fight, so he's got a +2. A 3, a 5, exactly. That's the same thing that we got before. Oh wait, no. Take it back. We've got to flip this card over. We're on B now. Up to 3, 4 to 5. Kane is a master swordsman, and with a flourish of his cape, well, that doesn't seem, yeah. With a flourish of his cape, he evades his opponent's clumsy attack and gains the upper hand. So we're going to get E206 and E32. So 26 and 32. Let's see what 26 is. Okay. So we got this fight card, Evasion. The next time an enemy attacks the character who revealed the evasion, discard this card instead of revealing a number. Okay, so let's see, this is if you're playing more, but I'm only playing with one. So we're going to put this right by the fights board here. So that means we get to evade the next attack. We haven't gotten a wound yet, which is good. And then again, we're going to go with Oath. We got 32 coming out now. 32, which is not 35. So we don't know if it's good or bad. Let's see. A Glimmer of Hope. -1 danger. Okay. Well, this doesn't change much for us, but it felt as though the tide was turning and the good may yet triumph. Only time would tell. Okay, so we're just going to put that one back, 32, because you never know if we're going to need it again. It's good to keep them in order. And we're going to decrease our danger by 1 to a 3. It's now 3 instead of a 4. That means it's 2 away from getting 3 on the board, so that's good. Okay, then let's keep going with the card. Here it is. Okay, closest shadow moves 2 to engage. There's only 1, so it will move 2 to engage, which means it will move into our space. That sucks. I was hoping it would just move 1 to threaten, but it didn't. And whoosh, our guy is off the board again. So if we fight, it's just going to be a straight up number. That sucks. And then we're going to place a shadow, and this one goes, by the way. We're going to place another shadow on Y. They all keep coming out of the same area. Come on now. Too close to our fight here. And that is the end of that round. So let's do it again. We're going to do one more round, I think, tonight. And let's see, we did Zealous Kane, so now we're back to Gallant Kane. I can also do Devout Solomon if I want to. Maybe I'll do that on his attack. I'm not sure. But let's go back to our dice roll. Now, there is no more melee, so this is gone, and the soldier is now just a hunter. He's just going to move and fight us, which we're just in a big battle now. Even though she's not on the board, at the start of your turn, of a Virtue's turn, roll 4 extra dice. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3, and I need some extra dice here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to help us to maybe get her back out on the board and fight. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's hope we're going to have a good turn here, right? I also need to do this. So 2 things we want to do. We want to get her back on the board. Can we do that? We absolutely can without even changing anything. So we got this. I'm just placing them out right now. Let's make sure we can do what we want to do. We need this one. Okay, and we got this for a fight test, and we got these 3. So I think I'm just going to re-roll one. Maybe we can even get a light. Yeah, what we do is have... Okay, so we have that now, and then we can do this. We're going to get a lot done this turn. Okay, that's our dice right there, all set up. This one's just going to go in reserve. We'll use it for something. Okay, could have placed 2 light too, but I think this is better because we're going to have a big attack. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to trigger is this one. No, it doesn't matter. We'll trigger this one first. Boom. We're going to add, where's the Darkness deck? We're going to take a card from the Darkness deck. We're going to add it to the bottom of our Darkness deck for play, and that means we have 2 cards in the Darkness deck now. We're going to get at least 2 turns out of it. And then we're going to, next up, oh crap. Did not place her out. Hold on. Maybe that's... God, I have to do this, but maybe I don't do the move or light. Yeah, we're going to have to do this instead. We're going to have to do that instead. Doesn't change really anything, but it's going to get... Next one we're going to do is this. Place Providence. Okay, we're placing Providence right back. Actually, we're going to place it... Here, I'll show you where we're going to place Providence. We're going to place Providence right here next to Solomon Kane, a little bit away from the shadow. I don't want her off the board again while we're trying to fight this, get this fight done. Okay, and then lastly, we have a fight. Now this is Solomon Kane's fight. There is no shadow near him. He is within the aura of Providence, so he's going to have 1, 2, 3, a +3 on his fight. That's good. Okay, so it's going to be +3. Man, I'm nervous about this, y'all. Is this the right? It is the right decision. Oh man, come on, we can do this. We can do this. All right, let's do it. A 4. That's going to give us a 7 on Gallant Kane. So let's see what that does. A 7. Oh, that's going to be good. Kane skillfully lunges at the enemy, piercing his stomach before sidestepping and positioning himself for the next attack. Okay, 24 and 3. Wow, okay. So we're going to start with 24. So here's 24. Solid strike if the target is Solomon Kane. No, it's not. Otherwise, place a token. So we damaged, got a gut shot on Thomas. Blood poured from the open wound. A crimson rain falling on the ground. So we were able to damage Thomas. And now we're going to do card 3. Hopefully that's good. We need to do 2 fights. And then we can get this done. Maybe we'll get lucky. Okay, 3. Quick step, move 1. Oh, this isn't bad at all, actually. Okay, opportunities often open up when, sorry, such small print. 1 moves to find them. Okay, that is awesome. That is great. We're going to get to move 1, and so we stuck him, sidestepped, and moved. I love the storytelling aspect of this combat. I could probably make it more cool by not like making you watch me draw the cards and everything. But anyway, we're going to move 1 to here with Providence. Okay, we gutted him and moved 1. Good stuff for us. Okay, now we're going to flip this over to Zealous Kane, and we're going to get on with the enemy turn. Okay, that was it. There's no more melee, so we're just going to draw our darkness card. Okay, we got 2 cards left. We added 1, so we're lucky. Oh, you know what I didn't do, y'all, before we finish that? This is going to go. We have to discard this, and we have to place another card. This might be worth doing. This one here adds to the danger, though. Talk 4, gain 2. Gain 2. Those are... I can't remember which cubes those are, but those are the ones that allow you to actually place a die with whatever it is. So we'll take that one. Okay, and then we have 1 more card in our draw pile, Guile, so it's going to do the same thing, but for luck cubes. Okay, just want to make sure we were caught up and do the right thing. All right, there we go. All right, near. No hunters did anything near. That is great. No shadows are near. Okay, 1 sentry, 2 scouts. The southernmost scout. The closest shadow moves 2 to engage. It cannot catch up to us. Look, we're going to move it 1, 2. It is threatening, which means I'm going to get a -1 on my next attack. But that's okay. Scout, closest shadow, we did that one. 3 hunters move 2 and fight 2. 1 hunter moves 1 and fights 4. Okay, so this one, they'll come into here. It moves 2, so they're both going to, we're all going to be in the same space together. I think we can do that legally. And then they are going to attack. Now remember, here's how it works. They're just going to get +1. So this particular attack is a 2. So we're going to add 2 to the cards. And I don't think I get a minus anything. I keep looking at that. I was hoping our skill check thing would help, but it doesn't. So it's just going to add 2 to the 2 and then +1 for the extra enemy. So 3. Wrong. Yeah. Okay. 5. Ooh, that's going to be an 8. Ooh, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. An 8 on our Zealous Kane. Oh, that's probably going to hurt. Kane viciously steers the blade into his opponent's ribcage. Wait. Remember this one? I'm using it right now. The next time an enemy attacks the character who revealed evasion, discard this card instead of revealing a random number. I should have done this beforehand. I would have done it. I'm going to cheat a little bit and say we did that. And I'll mix that card back in. I'm not going to leave it there for me to get the upper hand with. And then that's going to go back into the pile. I definitely don't want to get hit. With a plus. Well, actually, you know what? Now I'm saying that, I probably do want to take this hit, even though it was big. I probably would have taken this one because the next one's a 4. So we're going to take that 8, I guess. The folly of standing against the Puritan is apparent to everyone to see. So a 5 and a 27. So let's look at 5, and this will be the last one we do. We're going to stop after this round. So what's 5 do? And this is probably going to hurt us. If Solomon Kane, so it's going to be -2 strength. Bones crush and flesh gives in. The pain is immense. The pain immense washes away confidence and bravery alike. Okay, so that was the first of the cards. We're down to a 7 strength now. You know what? I had a +3 on my attack last turn. Wow, I forgot my strength bonus, y'all. I'm gonna have to. You know what, guys? That would have been that could have been a game changer. You know. Yeah, that could have been a game changer for us when we attacked. Man, but you know what? I can't take it back. I just can't. I can't do it because so much happened since then. All right. Well, here's what we'll do. I'm going to add it to the next attack. I think that's fair. Okay. Just to correct course. There's so many things to keep track of. I apologize if it's not going exactly right. Okay. And then we had a, what was the other number? A 5? I think it was a 5. 5 and 27. 27. So we're going to look at 27. Here it is. Place one marker onto an enemy mortal miniature in the attacker's surrounding. During the next darkness turn, if the miniature with the marker does nothing, discard the marker and this card. Stunned and confused. Oh, so even though they hurt me, I stunned one of them back. Okay, so we're going to take that. I'm just going to take, I got to get one of those tokens out. Here we go. I'll put it on Thomas, I guess. That would make some sense. Boom, that's going to go. Now this is probably going to go this turn. I'll tell you why. It's because the next attack is going to be a 4 on us, right? So we did flip over to Gallant Kane. Now we're there. And it is there a go again with this next part of the card. It says one hunter moves 1 and fights 4. Well, they're both there. So there's only one hunter. He's going to fight with a 4. 4 is going to be an 8. It's going to be the same thing. Oh, man. -2 strength again for Solomon Kane. And then this guy doesn't, it's the exact same. No, I take it back. It's not. Hold on. It's not the same because we flipped the card. What is it going to be? 8+. Kane definitely riposts an attack below. But we, oh, you know what? We were going to do this one for sure. Okay. Boom. Yeah, we're going to do that one. So we don't draw that. Nothing happens. It just says we evaded. Discard this card instead of revealing a random number. So we're just discarded this card. And instead of revealing a random number, that makes the attack only a 4, which means it's going to be here, up to 4. As the fight threatens to overwhelm Kane, we know what this one's going to do, 28 and 35. So that is going to give us a, let's look up for, just look at 28 real quick. 28, we're going to get a blessing, so we'll just draw a random blessing and see what that is. Discard one revealed event card before it's resolved. That's going to stay up there for a bit. And then the next one was 35, right? 35. 35. Place one light. Okay, so we're going to place a light on all tests again. And there we go. Okay. And I'm going to put 26 back. So it was a little chaotic, but we got there. We got there, y'all. So this is going to flip back to Zealous Kane. I think we're going to be able to do him in next turn. Oh, plus we get a shadow that comes out on X, which is, oh, right next to us. That is harmful. Wow, that's bad. Looks like we're going to lose Providence next turn, but we're going to get one more attack before we do. I think this is it, because we can't put another card in there. You know, I might as well finish it up. I know it's going to make for a long episode, and I know it's been a little chaotic, but we're going to finish it up. So now we're going to go back to Kane, and we're going to roll 4 dice and see what we can get done. Now remember, to be fair and compensate myself for messing that up before, I am going to add +3 for my strength to this next attack. Okay, so if we can get a next attack, because we got, like, we can wallop on somebody here. Okay, what do we got? We've got, well, we're going to get this for sure with this, and then we got these two. I can move or place a light. Let's do that. Why wouldn't we do that? We'll place this here. We get one wild. We're going to place a light. Obviously, we're going to place a light on here for the test. Keep that going. I could increase my aura size at this point, and then when I blow up, I'll take out all these shadows. No, we'll do it to the tests. Okay, because we're going to do that. That is this done, and then we're going to resolve this with a fight. It's going to be a big one. Okay, we're probably going to get an 8+ on this, I think. 4 plus -1 for the shadow here. So that's -2. So that's a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to be the 7 with this. Oh, yeah, 7. Okay. So not quite an 8 because of the 2 shadows that are next to us threatening us. So, what do we get? We get, with supreme alacrity, Kane disarms the enemy and sharply pierces his heart. Such mastery of the sword unlocks Kane's sense of vanity. Uh-oh, that's not good. So, we're going to take Sin 4, which is vanity. It's great. Just fantastic. Okay, pride. I thought it was vanity. I guess pride is vanity. Okay, in this purpose. All right. Believing that one is superior or more important than others, and excessive admiration of the self, Solomon reveals in his accomplishments and revels in his accomplishments and begins to perform his actions with affectation. Recognizing his vanity, the virtues begin to dim their link to the mortal world. Remove all virtues from the board. Virtues cannot be placed onto the board. Okay, well, we're going to finish this. We're going to finish this before that happens. Because we do get to play the other card. It's going to be 5. I mean, that hurt. Wow. This could have ended the game right here, I think. Let's see. Nope. Place 2. We got him. We got him. We just defeated him with 2. Boom. We just killed Thomas. He had 3 health. And we just placed 2. Boom. He had 1 already. So that was enough to do him in. Man, that was that heart-piercing attack. Now that doesn't change the fact we still have that pride we have to get rid of. Okay, let's see how this ends up for us now. So what does it say? When Thomas is defeated, proceed to chapter 3b. Okay, we're going to finish the round, obviously, but I think it says when defeated. So we're going to go right to 3b. It's going to be a story mission, so I'll have the board set up for next time. That was a little chaotic, but we did get there, and thanks to some errata, I was able to figure some things out. And I think I may have made a couple mistakes with the combat. We'll see. But I did have a good round and beat Thomas. I think it was fair to give myself the +3 because I would have had it before, and I think that the results would have been better for me had I not reversed it, because I would have gotten rid of him before some other bad things happened, like that sin came out. But we did put Thomas down, and now we're going to get to see what happens from that. So I'm excited to find out what happens next in the story. All right, take care, y'all. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.